Oh, thanks everyone for the opportunity to speak to your session today. So my name is Ryan Wilson. I'm managing the Biodiversity Markets branch in the Department of Climate Change, Energy, the Environment and Water, or DCCCEEW. My team is looking after the development of the nature repair market. So as we do that, we really want to learn the lessons from the carbon market. So it's really good to be able to join you all today for a brief presentation and the panel discussion. The government is looking to develop the nature repair market really as a way of getting more private funding into the management and restoration of the environment, and to provide essentially legislated assurance and integrity arrangements to ensure that those biodiversity outcomes are genuine. The aim of the scheme is to provide landholders with an opportunity to undertake projects that restore or manage biodiversity and be able to sell the outcomes of that, similar to the carbon market. The government and Minister Tanya Plibersek are very keen to ensure that the nature repair market works for First Nations people and creates opportunities for you and your communities and traditional owners. So in a roundtable meeting last year, so Minister Plibersek late last year hosted a roundtable of First Nations stakeholders, and she committed to a co-design process through the course of 2023 to look at how will that market operate in detail. So things like the methods and the other details of how the thing will actually operate on the ground. So we're currently working with the Minister's Indigenous Advisory Committee and the chair, Dwayne Fraser, as well as the Indigenous Land and Sea Corporation on how to actually do that co-design process. The bill, so the legislation that we're currently consulting on, is really focused around how it's really aiming to protect and enhance biodiversity. It's a general umbrella piece of legislation, so it really provides the broad sort of framework that enables this sort of work to happen. The real details will be developed, through all the arrangements that sit under the bill, and we'll be developing those through the course of 2023 and beyond. And that's where we'll be, looking to, undertake a co-design sort of approach. Things like, what are the consent arrangements? At the moment, so the legislation provides for consent arrangements, provides for Indigenous skills and knowledge on the committee that makes important decisions around the scheme, has the ability to exclude projects that impact on First Nations interests. So that consultation will go on through the course of 2023, although what we're focusing on right now is just that umbrella legislation that provides the enabling framework. And once that legislation is passed, there'd then be another year after that before the actual scheme became operational. So key elements of the bill and the framework is set out, how biodiversity methods, which sort of talk about how the projects would operate, the need for a project plan so that all the specific details of a project are clear and agreed. A certificate, which is the private property that can be sold as a result of a project. A register so that information is made public, and that's sort of a transparency measure, and all the compliance and assurance arrangements that you would normally have under a piece of legislation. So we're continuing work. We're closing this current phase of consultation off relatively soon in the next week or so, but the door remains open for continued engagement. So there'll be sort of ongoing discussions and engagement and co-design through the course of 2023. Feedback's welcome. So if you want to get in touch with the team, our email address is naturerepairmarket, all one word, at DCCEEW.gov.au. Or if you Google search Nature Repair Market Consultation, you'll be able to find all of the information we have online. Thanks again and enjoy the rest of your conference.